Sorry, I'm late. I got a huge smile on my face. For anybody that doesn't know, Lee has completed his video for the campaign hashtag Sheen for 14. He's done some wonderful titles, and I still can't get over how great it is. But for anybody that hasn't seen it yet, you can go and check out Lee's channel, Aldred Audio Visual. It's also on my channel, but go to Lee's channel and give the video a like and share it. But for anybody that hasn't seen it, I've got a little surprise for you here because I managed, and obviously it's the full quality, I think, now on StreamYard here. So I'm going to play it. This is why I haven't sent out any emails, because I didn't want that to disrupt it. I've watched this about 25 times already. No messing. I absolutely love this. By the way, Lee, just to let you know, and I'll bring it on now in a few minutes. I've just had to see a few of the comments on my channel, and you've brought a tear or two to a couple of people in the chat because it said, and I'll quote, it reminds them when Doctor Who was actually good. So I have to say, again, absolutely went way beyond for this fandom, especially for me. He's done a lot for me. I did get emotional watching it myself. I was a little bit emotional today because I knew this was going to happen. I'd gotten a sneak preview last night. Obviously, it wasn't the finished article because he actually he said to me he wasn't happy with it, and to be honest, I was blown away. But by God, man, has he really? He always comes through anyway. But by God, man, absolutely wonderful. So for anybody that hasn't seen it, I'm about to show you again. Listen, I'm over the moon because there's been a lot of naysayers out there, and I think with this video you've convinced a few, Lee, and you know, you should be proud of yourself, and you know, this side of the fandom should be proud of themselves, especially those who have been pushing this and helping me along with this campaign. You know, Eddie started the hashtag first, and then as soon as I seen it, I start pushing it and going to everybody, asking everybody to get behind it, you know. And then Lee surprised us with this. But I have to show you this. So without further ado, I'm going to shut up now. Here it is in all its glory. Enjoy, folks. There you go. What can I say? As I said, absolutely fantastic there is. Let's bring everybody on, because I'm sure everybody has plenty to say about it. And we're going to hear from the man himself and see what his inspiration was behind it. Now, I think this is important to say this, actually. Hold on, the washing machine's doing me head in. Right now, just have me full attention. I think it is important to say this, right? Because there's, as I said, there is a lot of naysayers out there, but I think people have to remember that if Lee had a choice, he'd go for an unknown. The fact that he's backed this, you know, he's agreed that there's nothing to lose here. And, you know, I've been trying to get that message across. There is absolutely nothing to lose by using this hashtag. And it does baffle me that nobody will get behind it, whether it's a dislike towards myself or whether it's the fact that you think Doctor Who is dead. You know, nobody has anything to lose by not getting behind this. And, you know, as I said, we're trying to send a message. And if that isn't a message sent, I don't know what is. I'm as you can hear from my voice, I'm trembling here, kind of lost for words as well, because I'm just blown away. It's brilliant, and it has stirred up a lot of emotion. This is what Doctor Who could be, you know, and I think that's the point of it, you know. This is what Doctor Who could be. And I know it's only titles, and people say, well, it's only titles. What you're getting upset for or emotional for? Well, because let's be honest, we haven't had Doctor Who as fans. We haven't had the show since Peter Capaldi, and it has stirred up a lot of emotion. And I have to say, I'm absolutely blown away, as I said. So I'm sending everybody their emails. I forget who's coming on, so I'm just going to send the emails to all the normal people, see who comes on, see who wants to come on. Also, I want to publicly apologize to Enigmatic Joker. I had forgotten that he was supposed to come on Friday, and he sent me a message, so I just want to make it public as well. We'll make it up to you, and as I said, you can come on next Friday if you want to come on. And I'm sorry, I honestly did, with everything that was going on, you know, it's been a busy week. I genuinely forgot that you were supposed to be coming on. So I just want to publicly say sorry, because I know you are a little bit upset about it. And, you know, the last thing I want to do is to be upsetting people. So I just wanted to publicly say that, you know, I did genuinely forget. But as I said, you're more than welcome on next Friday. And all of the things that you prepared for, you can come on and show everybody what you have to show us all. So I hope they said that. I hope they turn up in the chat anyway. But let's bring on our guests. Right, I've sent out all the emails to everybody. Alpha, there's an email gone out to you as well if you want to pop on. Obviously, PD Rich, you've got yours. If Real Super Doctor is in the chat, I've also sent you an email as well if you're there. And let's bring on our guests, because this is going to be well, it's already we're already here for Doctor Who, but I think for the first few minutes it's going to be dominated by this video. So I'm going to leave the guest of honor to last, and we're going to go backwards. So I'm just going to bring you on one by one real quickly, and then I'm going to do an intro to the main man of the hour. So we've got Real Super Doctor joining us today. Hello.
Hey.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Let's bring on PD Rich.
Hey ho.
And we've got the one and only Queen Charlotte.
Hello. I'm working. That's good sign.
That's brilliant. Right, but I've left them to last, because rightly so. So for anybody that's been hiding under a rock, about an hour and a half ago, Lee dropped a video on his channel. Oh, hold on. We've got one more guest. Hold on. Who is this? It's Alpha Omega. Right, we bring on Alpha first. There's Alpha. Right, so we're all here now waiting on the main man. Right, here we go. Right, so about an hour and a half ago, he dropped a video on his channel, titles for Michael Sheen. He obviously remixed the music, and he'll tell you what he did himself. But when he comes on, I want everybody to show some love, because he has went way beyond for obviously for me. I said it on Twitter as well. He's gone way beyond for me anyway. But to do this, and it was a nice surprise, he has gone way beyond, and he deserves all the love that he gets for this. It's the one and only Problem Bing.
Hashtag Sheen for 14.
That's it. Right, I have to ask you, right, firstly, what was your Well, firstly, I want to say wow again. But could you tell us a little bit your inspiration of yeah, you know what I mean? I'm stuck for words, mate, because you've genuinely blown me away, and I hope you can hear my voice. You've really made me happy today, so thank you.
Look, pleasure, absolute pleasure. You know, I'm more than happy to contribute what I can to this community and the thing that we love, which is obviously Doctor Who, and we want to see it back at its prime. And that was what inspired me, really. It was so I wanted to kind of delve back into what I thought Doctor Who was and should be. And I took inspiration, obviously, from sort of Pertwee and Tom Baker's era, the sort of visual elements, a little bit of Delia in there, a little bit of Peter Howell in there. And obviously the diamond logo, which was very important, because I thought that really does sort of scream classic.
Yeah.
And for that I had to look at the work of Bernard Lodge, who designed the title sequence that started with the end of Pertwee's run, and obviously for most of Tom Baker's run with the diamond logo and that diamond tunnel and that sort of blue and multicolored sort of muted kind of colors in there as well. So I kind of wanted to harken back to that. And the music was, I always had in mind to do a sort of tribute to Peter Howell's version of the theme tune, because I think really all the theme tunes that we've seen in the New Who era have harkened back to Delia's beautiful original. But I think I wanted to show some love to Peter Howell's version, because that for many, that theme tune is the one that they grew up with, and that's also the sort of really sort of powerful version. I wanted to bring some power back to Doctor Who, and so I really sort of beefed that up, and I added some tribal drumming in there, and just to give it that energy, you know, and some of the elements in there. I mean, you've got like that kind of slow down bit and the fast bit, which is obviously kind of, you know, from the current era, but I thought I quite like that kind of time distortion.
I agree.
In there, so I didn't mind that. So I hope I didn't offend anyone with that little.
Yeah,
I like
that little pause. It's that little pause that makes, because when it first starts off nice and easy, right? Then it does the little pause, and then it just hits you, and it's the way, and it's very clever, because as soon as the pause comes in, you've the TARDIS on the screen then does this whole thing, the whole screen kind of moves, and then bang comes in. I have to say, man, absolutely.
Yeah, I wanted to sort of bring a little bit of impact, and it all kicks off.
Well, you certainly did do that, man. I have to say.
Yeah, and I just wanted to put some energy into it, and you know, I think a little bit of male energy as well. If that makes any sense. And I unashamedly so, I don't care. And because I think that's what the Doctor is, you know, I think it should be a hero, not just for boys and for men, but, you know, women want a strong male lead as well. And I think that
they do.
They've been wanting something like that. And, you know, I'm not saying
yes,
Michael Sheen. I'm not. There you are. I'm not saying Michael Sheen is, the alpha male supreme or anything like that, but I think he brings a sort of masculine quality as well as a sort of eccentricity, and intelligence, and that look in his eye. I mean, you actually, because I wanted to bring the sort of the face of the Doctor back in there as well again. And I actually brought him in twice. If people may have noticed that, you got the sort of side view, the profile view as you go in, and then at the end you've got his sort of face hiding behind the Hartnell. So I also brought in the Hartnell visuals as well, and
nice
3D'd them and coloured them up. Yeah, I just wanted to throw it all in the pot, basically.
Yeah.
Everything I love about Doctor Who, all into one big pot, and not try and make it like they're all jostling for position. I wanted it all to sort of merge seamlessly. That's what I was aiming at anyway. And I kind of wanted to bring all those elements together, tie it up in a nice bow, and just go.
Well, you've outdone yourself. I have to.
That theme tune nearly killed me. I did that in 2 days. 2 days.
I say so.
And the first day, nothing was going right at all. So,
who wants to see it one last time before we start this watch along?
Yeah.
Who'd like to see it again? Right, let's do it. Let's do this. Seriously, man. Right, here we go. For anyone that's new, that's just joined us, Lee put this together. This is what he's been talking about. I hope you enjoy it as much as we all have. And as I said, share the video. # Sheen for 14 as well. Go into Lee's channel. I can never get it right. Aldred Audio Visual. Go into his channel. Give his video a like. It's on my channel, but forget about that. Go on to him. He's the creator anyway. Go to him. Give him a like. Share his video. Get it out there. # Sheen for 14. That's obviously if you support their campaign. We're not forcing anybody to get behind this. We just like those people that want to support this to share it. So once again, here we go. I could sit the whole stream and play that over and over and over again. But
it is available in HD and 4K on
it's on YouTube. Yeah, you'll get the full quality on YouTube. And it does play full quality on my YouTube channel because I have the stream up and it was playing on StreamYard. It lowers the quality, but on YouTube it shows the full quality. But seriously, my favorite part is when that music transitions and you just see the TARDIS move and the background move, and then it kicks in. I love it. Everything about it. Right, I'm gonna stop before I start getting more emotional about it. But that is that's what you call giving the campaign a kick up the ass. But there you go. Hopefully. Right, so we are here actually though to do something serious. Well, not serious. Well, do a watch along. And obviously we're on the Rebel Flesh and the Almost People. So we do the 2 parts when it's a 2-parter. I don't know if there's prequels to this episode.
There isn't for this one.
Right, well then that's good. Okay, so what I'm doing is I have my DVD on, I'm getting it ready. So if you guys in the chat are ready to go, just press 1. I'll give you a few minutes to get it all set up. But guys, before we do start, does anybody want to add on about Lee's trailer there?
Oh, it's excellent. I really like it. I like the kind of neoclassical. I love kind of looks like the kind of David Tennant-ish era, but it's also got a lot of classic in it, and I think that's what you go with neoclassical.
I like how bright it is, because I think the newer ones have all sort of suffered a little bit from being a bit dark colour-wise.
Yeah.
And that was nice and bright, and I quite like that. With the stars and everything else, it was quite different.
Yeah,
especially I think it's quite pacey. I think it's quite pacey especially when it goes into that pause moment and you see the TARDIS doing a spin and all that, and then it goes into the ooh be ooh, and then I get the goosebumps because
that's my favorite part. That's my favorite part because the transition of it is
it really gives you the goosebumps, and I mean you can see the TARDIS really kind of flying right into it and all that, and even the TARDIS kind of warping, going right through it and all that. It looks awesome.
It does. Alpha.
Well, obviously it's excellent, and for somebody, let me just say, for somebody who's just trying to do some very basic stuff, the amount of time and effort that putting together something like that takes, kudos for you, because it's much work.
Yeah, I was tearing my hair out for 99% of the time and shouting at the screen. My neighbours must be thinking, God, what is he doing?
They must be used to it by now.
I was a wreck. But I just wanted to explain, like, I had to be really crafty with how I managed to get all the bits and pieces I wanted to know. The actual woo wee woos. There was a documentary in the 80s on how Peter Howell made the theme tune, and because I couldn't find the separate mix kit, all the separate parts for the theme, so I had to find someone who'd recreated the bass line and sample that, and I will have to find all these people and give them some credit.
Oh, didn't I know you couldn't find the mixes? Oh, didn't I know it?
yeah, bloody hell. And the woo wee woo was actually when Peter Howell was explaining how he was making the theme tune back in the 80s it's on the YouTube video. He plays that woo wee woo, and I managed to, just before it ended, he started to talk, so I had to clip that bit out and kind of try and extend that, and I sampled that from that video, so it's actually him playing it. So I thought that was a nice little Easter egg in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send a link to him, because I did email him asking him permission, but I haven't heard anything back, and I knew I was up against it. So I will put all the credit in there, and but it's in such a rush to get it done that I didn't get a chance to put in all the credits at the video, but I will put them in.
I'm pretty sure he'd be humbled, because it's amazing, man. And listen, I know all of the effort that you put in. You nearly kill yourself when you're doing these things, and people don't realize. But he literally does. He stays up nights in a row, and I don't know how he do. I honestly don't.
I don't know how I did it.
Every time he does that, and he always surpasses himself. Jesus, I'm just lost for words. I am, but
yeah, good job.
It's amazing. It's amazing, and I hope this does kind of, when people see it, those that weren't sure whether to get behind this hashtag was a good idea, and I hope when they see this trailer, they actually change their minds, because seriously, if that doesn't do it for you, I don't know what will. I mean, that stored up, and as I said, even in the chat, I think it was who was it? I think it was Peter. Said that you brought a tear to his eye. It stored up a lot of emotion with it, and the reason for that is quite simple: is we haven't had decent Doctor Who, and this has reminded people what they used to have, and I think that's why it's hit such a chord with me. Anyway, I think that's why it's hit my nerve spot, is because for the simple fact is this is what I wanted it to be. I don't even think Whittaker's titles are great either. I've been very disappointed.
I've watched it like 10 times now.
Oh, I've watched it over 30 times now at this second stage. I'm not messing, and I'll continue to watch it. It's brilliant. I just seriously, as I said, I'm just blown away. But you know, no better man to do something like this and to get everybody going. I hope it does now. I hope it does.
Light a fire.
Light the fire. Look, as I said, I'm not going.
I don't want to be problematic.
I would say
Leave that to me.
People out there that don't want to support it. Listen, you have nothing to lose. You know, there is nothing to lose.
Just a hashtag.
That's it. But there's everything
2 seconds.
to gain. Yeah. But there's everything to gain. I'm actually going to tag
20 seconds to type.
I'm going to
20 seconds to type. Copy paste the link to the video. Pop it out there. Just on your Facebooks, on your Twats, on your whatevers. Just keep doing it. Do it once or twice a day. Few minutes out of your day. I mean, that's all it takes. Even if your heart's not in it, you know, what's it going to do? It's not going to kill you. It's nearly killed me. So please, you know, for the love of God.
That's it.
Get it out there.
I think that because we haven't had proper Doctor Who in years. I mean, having a look at this and seeing this, it's like Doctor Who's back.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other word for it.
Yeah.
I know it's like because of the top 5 me and Noel were doing for Matt. I watched Dave the Doctor again.
Yeah.
And I swear I got emotional watching Dave the Doctor because it just made me remember how big the show was at that point, and just seeing some of those scenes, it got me crying. And it wasn't just what was going on in the scenes. I think it was a bit of me just sort of going, I want that excitement back.
Yeah,
I want to go back to that spot, even if we can't hit that height again.
I want the emotion back.
The highlights what we've lost. That's what it is. The highlights what we've lost.
So much emotion.
After the time this children, a lot of us had our hearts ripped out of us.
Yeah. Well, I think that's kind of you know, I think we all feel that way. We all feel like it's like a mourning, isn't it? Still, like
we haven't got over it yet.
Yeah, and because of that, I think I channeled that into this because I wanted to make people harken back as well as looking forwards to something, you know, to give people an element of hope that, you know, sense will prevail and, you know, we'll get Doctor Who back again. And that's kind of where I was aiming it, you know, to trying to project ahead, but harkening back and sort of making that the focal point going forwards, you know, just like, yes, traditional, but new, you know, that kind of thing, a fusion of all the great elements of Doctor Who.
Not just get it back, but get proper Doctor Who back.
Yeah. Guys, smash the like button, and to the 3 people that dislike the stream, all I'll say is shame on you.
Probably know who they are anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I just had to say shame on you. Seriously, man. If that didn't stir your emotions, then you're dead inside. That's all. Well,
thanks for all the support, guys, and everyone in the chat. I really appreciate it. And please do share it whenever you can, wherever you can. Obviously, don't get on people's tits, but you know, just
that's it.
Once or twice a day, or every other day, if you could just remind people it exists, get it out there with the hashtag Sheen414.
That's it. Right, are we ready to get this show on the road?
Yeah.
iClar's ready to go.
Right. Is everybody in the chat ready to go? Please press 1. I haven't seen any ones except for myself in the chat. But if the rest of you guys in the chat are ready now, please press 1 and we'll start this watch along. And I did fix the error that I made in the video, Lee. Thanks for telling me. I was actually
good
at the same time while I was typing. You should have seen it.
Yeah, you didn't want N for 40.
Oh, the ones are coming in now. The ones are coming in.
Grand. Right, Queenie, you know what to do?
Yep, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Right, I might be
Spooky Island.
Yeah.
I forgot how freaky these episodes were. There's some proper like nightmare fuel imagery here.
Yeah, these are good.
I like the music.
I mean, we were still at the cusp of Doctor Who back then. I mean, it was still they were beginning to, in the beginning they were trying to work out how to make it, and it was by Moffat's time they were kind of really settled in there. They knew what they were doing.
How do you mine acid though? That's what I always wondered.
Well, you don't mine it. You
very carefully
like suck it. You like extract it. It's not mining, is it? Really?
Yeah, it's like you just extract it from sulfur layers or something.
Yeah, I think it's just sort of pipe work almost.
I just want it to be a lot easier to manufacture it in a factory than it is to mine it.
Yeah.
So just before this episode does kick in fully, we got the logo so much better than what we've been seeing for the last 3 years. Very nice titles video. Then someone else says Goosebumps, very techno, love it, but still can't get by the fact that the show continues to legitimize Chibnall. Hope to find a mind-boggling way around it. Outstanding, brilliant, superb. All that's missing is the caption at the end. Begins the 23rd of the 11th, 23. And this is the comment that I was telling you about from Peter. Says, outstanding, no, right? But then I went in and said, no, Lee gets the credit there. But he says, even brought a tear to my eye because it reminded me about how great Doctor Who could be again if it's purged of the evil intersectional dogmas. Seen for Who. Another one, like the diamond logo on the new font, big improvement. Now to address the elephant in the TARDIS, beard or clean shaven for Shane.
I quite like the beard.
Yeah, someone says somebody deserves a job on.
Tom Baker there a beard, but there's a Tom Baker quality to it. It's weird.
Yeah,
great.
And then
especially with the curly hair and the beard.
That's
it. Yeah.
Then we got 2 more comments. Love the logo and awesome.
Brilliant.
So there you go.
Thank you.
My views on my channel so far 129 for it.
Nice.
So,
scary. Scary seeing this. And you've got the scream coming over it.
Yeah, but it's sort of it's setting the seeds, isn't it, for just
the
theme, isn't it, of life being expendable.
See, Lazy. This wasn't my favorite. This wasn't my favorite music, to be quite honest. But could you imagine Lee's music on this?
I like the full version. Actually, I'll tell you what. I prefer the season 7 arrangement to this. I never released it.
Yeah.
Got a bit more kick to it.
I could imagine it, and I've said so.
Seriously.
Look at the pot noodles sitting there.
I know. I know.
Gives it a nice though lived in, doesn't it? Quality. You can tell they hang out.
And the song that he's playing, the song that they're playing, I love that song. I downloaded it and all I did years later. Great song.
He's still looking at that screen.
Yeah.
Positive, negative.
Oh,
I like the screen there. It's a big throwback to the TV movie. You know, the screens that roll down.
Yeah. And the scanner screen from the original. Which was just a TV.
Yeah, I got 152 plays on my channel. That's pretty good.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Are we still doing what we said we were going to do? Throw it up on Twitter without the YouTube
I
link?
can't hear you over the. I got my headphones on. Sorry, say that again.
I says, are we still going to throw it up on Twitter like we'd planned to do?
Yeah, I
without
will. I
the
will.
YouTube link?
I will do.
Yeah, but don't do it yet. Wait for a day to do it. We let the YouTube one gain momentum, and then we put it up on Twitter. Then
I already,
Yeah.
I already put it on Twitter.
no, we're gonna put up the raw video without the link.
Okay.
Without the YouTube. That's what we're going to do. It'd actually be a good idea to post it on the Doctor Who official sites as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, send it to them. Tag them in. Tag in the
tag
BBC.
them and tag Michael Sheen in it as well.
I did tag Michael Sheen as well. So
there you go. I'm gonna do it on Facebook as well. I'm gonna bleed straight into that Doctor Who group, the official. Feck that, man. They're gonna know how fans feel. At least that.
And I wouldn't mind if that TARDIS actually came back. You know, the kind of oversized window frame one. I wouldn't mind it.
I like it. I know some people hate that.
Yeah,
I don't mind it. I have to say though, I don't mind Jodie Whittaker's TARDIS.
I like Jodie Whittaker's TARDIS. I think it's a beautiful.
I don't like the interior, but I do
No.
like the interior.
Yeah, the only things I don't like about Jodie Whittaker's TARDIS exterior is that it's the window panes. The window panes aren't the.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, the corrugated windows. Yeah, I prefer it dappled. Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about her TARDIS are the occupants. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't like
this was a good TARDIS game here, though. Sorry, PD, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't like a console. It needed more of a kind of Paul McGann console in it. It was so much
yeah. I mean, like, I don't think they've quite gotten the TARDIS interior right. I think Capaldi Smith's one is the closest. I like the copper one as well, but I'm really wishing. Like, I love the Dr. Ruth's TARDIS, interior.
Yeah.
I mean, just. Come on.
Yeah,
I mean, it speaks for itself.
It's not all over the place.
It should be simple and elegant,
Yeah.
Lots of buttons and switches and dials.
Do you remember this far back? Because I do. Do you remember when the bloke that designed Jodie Whittaker's one, do you remember when it was leaked and he started giving out about being leaked?
Yeah, and he kept trying to defend it.
Criticizing it, and he says, well, it's not lit up yet. Well, I have to say, mate, even with lights, it didn't make any difference. It's you
can sit Christmas lights all over a dog turd. It's still a dog turd, It's just a very pretty dog turd.
Especially the roundels. I mean, they're that bad. I mean, it just nothing in that console room goes together. Especially with the, what really irritates me is seeing the whole police box doors, the side panels and that, and because it kind of detracts away from the kind of the police box.
Dimensionality.
That's what I was going to say.
I think there's a guy on YouTube called Theta Sigma who does some amazing 3D renders of original TARDIS interiors. Yeah, I think they should hire him to design the TARDIS interior. I think he'd do a fantastic job.
I've been on Fix Channel in ages.
I like the kind of clinical spaceship kind of feeling to the TARDIS.
Bring back the grey walls and the white, grey console, and keep it hexagonal, not round.
It's not personalised.
Yeah.
Maybe have a few chairs in it, and maybe have a hat stand in it with a scarf in it. That's just what I like. I like that the companions can coming in it, and they can run around the console room and talking to the doctor and that, and the doctor's flicking the switches and that.
It was so much better when they had it. It like the 360 thing with Capaldi and Smith's console room, because you could pan around and run around it, and it felt like an actual space. Not like went back to doing it like a stage set piece. it's static and boring.
It feels too Tennant, her TARDIS. It feels really.
It feels. It doesn't feel bigger on the inside. It just feels like they're in dark.
It feels like they've used Tennant's set, but they just re-thingied it.
Yeah.
Press Tennant's set. It just feels like it.
Yeah, it's gone back to that horrible. I hated that console room.
What did everybody think of the Rebel Doctor in this? And why did he touch? This is the thing that never actually. Clicked with me. He's the Doctor, right? So he's clever, but yet he puts his hand in the fucking thing.
Yeah, no,
he's always touching and smelling things and tasting things.
He's a very tactile character.
So it's basically creating these doppelgangers.
So hold on, everybody. Everybody's talking over each other. Hang on. Yeah. Right. Go ahead. Who was talking first?
John.
It's creating these doppelganger.
But did he know? That's what I was asking.
Yes, he did. He really did.
Right.
Yes, he did that deliberately, just to kind of see exactly what was going on and see what the score was.
Think about what he says later on. He talks about this being an early form. So he's trying to understand it. He's trying to experiment. He's trying to get this better understanding because he knows that it's something to do with Amy.
Yeah.
So this is all an exercise in trying to understand what's happening with Amy.
Yeah, because in the second episode, he tests Amy, doesn't he? With the
That's why he goes there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right then. Yeah. See, it's been a while since I watched it, but there you go. Now I understand it.
Did Charlotte watch this earlier, like she does with the classic? I have to ask.
Yes, because I hadn't seen this in ages.
See, what I don't get is why is Amy a doppelganger? Because I mean, this is the first time that they've been to this place.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
She was abducted sometime in previous.
Abducted.
What's her name that we see in woman with the eye patch?
The hatch woman, Madame Kavorian.
Yeah, Madame Kavorian. She probably already knew about this facility.
Yeah,
and they used it, and then remember that Amy was taken sometime before. We don't know when Amy was actually taken. We never actually find out when she was taken. Was she taken when they did that creepy episode, the second part of the Impossible Astronaut, where they go to the child's home? Was she taken there?
Well, it's quite possible that she could have been taken there. Because the possible astronaut was there, Madame Kavorian could have been there, and
and just
the could have easily taken her.
Yeah, and just to add what you're wondering, well, think of the line: the government's worst kept secret.
Yeah.
So if governments are using this, it's probably a known substance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is freaky, this bit now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is what Doctor Who's supposed to be.
They're just bits of string, aren't they?
Well, I thought, is that supposed to be like veins? Do you know, like inner skin?
Yeah, veins and nerve endings.
That's the one.
See, that is just. I forgot how cleverly designed and freaky they were looking, the rebel flesh, when they were not human looking.
To get Ponzi.
Comes out with clothes on and everything.
Yeah.
But that's part of the text.
Yeah, this was the episode that almost froze their backsides off, wasn't it? There's a massive frost hit.
Yeah, because I was going to say, did they film this in a proper, like,
in a castle? And I think Amy was Karen was turning around and saying she almost froze her backside off. It was so cold. They were sitting in a little tent above a thingy heater, electric heater, the whole time.
I love Matt's acting here.
Yeah, it's a good two-parter actually. I think it's a bit underrated.
Yeah,
I think it is. I think people forget about this one.
Yeah. It spawned the worst character options toy of all time, though.
Oh, I remember that. I never got it.
I've still got. If anyone wants something, I've still got some gunge.
I remember the wee tubs of gunge with the wee bits of mat in it and that and everything like that in it.
I've still got some gunge containers somewhere.
You got the gunge.
Yeah, the white goo. Go with the toys. Yeah.
They have shots for that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when you compare to the money that Stephen Moffat got to do this, compared to all the money that the other fella got, right?
Yeah.
The quality of this is so much better than the quality of what we've gotten. Isn't that is startling, isn't it? It is.
Yeah.
But the problem is the more money you throw at somebody who's an idiot, the more they're gonna be like, oh, I don't have to actually be creative. I can just show pretty shots.
Yeah.
I think these tables they're lying on are actually reuse of the Silurian ones.
Yeah.
Oh, this is freaky, this part.
It's like the vats of liquid that creates this stuff and creates the gangers. It's very much like the Suntarans, the way they make the clones.
This is Matt's double.
Yeah.
I love the way the TARDIS sinks in this one.
Yeah.
It's when we get past these 2 episodes, it's when
it starts to go down this series.
This is when it goes downhill. So these are the last 2 best episodes, I think.
Yeah.
Of this.
I do think A Good Man is brilliant for showcasing Matt, but the story's not good.
I like Strax in it. That's the only reason I like it. Strax.
And it's a wee bit controversial towards the end, anyway.
Yeah. Good music in the episode, though.
Lee, you're getting some reaction on Twitter as well, aren't you, pal? Tell you, man. You're brilliant, man. I'm blown away.
See, this is when it's fun. This is when it's like, who's who?
Yeah.
You're trying to, like, I remember when I was watching it today, I was like, trying to spot, and it's almost like a little game you can play.
Yeah.
And I like that in this because usually when they do these sort of things, they really obviously telegraph that, oh, now's the bit where you don't know who's who. And because of the way it's done here, it's not in your face about it.
Yeah.
He's a cracking actor. What's his name? The Scottish fella.
Yeah, the other guy's from Life on Mars.
I actually quite like the Scottish guy's character because of the whole father thread that he gets in the 2 episodes.
It gives this episode the heart, though.
It really does. Yeah. Because if you think about... Because I think recently we've had quite a few of these sort of episodes that revolve around life and like how you treat it and the sanctity of it almost. But what I like about in this story is it doesn't go too sciencey with that idea.
Yeah.
It sort of goes more with that's the overall premise, but it's more to do with what makes us. Is it memories or is it physically living?
Yeah.
And I think that's an interesting sort of thread they have throughout both of these episodes.
Yeah. It's a good old-fashioned Frankensteinian story, isn't it?
That's what I mean. It's like, it's not... But Frankenstein, like, a lot of that was the science and the medical aspect. Well, this is more the personal.
That's pure science fiction, Charlotte. That's pure science fiction, going back.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like, that's what's interesting. Yeah. Obviously, you can clearly see where the influences are here. But like I said, I like their approach. Like, what Matt says in a couple minutes to them, I think is a beautiful line.
Yeah, yeah. It's a good play on pure science fiction. Good cerebral science fiction, old science fiction.
Yeah, because they're you. I said that back in the day as well when I was watching it because they're
Yeah.
you.
See, that's the line I love. Human lives are amazing. Are you surprised they walked off with them? It's such a simple little line, but I love it. And it's speaking to the Doctor's personality that we know, which is he loves humanity. He loves how humans can be inventive and all their faults and positives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some great lines in this.
Yeah.
That's a great line. I agree.
I recognise that girl from somewhere. I think she was. I think she starred at Home with the Braithwaites.
Wait a sec. Isn't that the same actress in the God Complex? Do you know the police officer at the beginning?
No.
No, she's he's he. I'm getting confused now.
Jenny, is she called in this? The
Jenny.
Actress. Is she not the police officer in the beginning of the God Complex as well?
No.
No, different girl, I think. Hold on now, I'll have to check that.
It might just be the haircut. She might just have a similar haircut.
Yeah. That might actually be the bathroom to the restroom to the real castle.
But again, Rory, right, stepping up to the plate, you know, because he's been traveling with the Doctor, so he knows what it's like. He knows how it feels to be vulnerable. So he goes in to help her. Oh, she just puked up some flesh.
Some marshmallow fluff.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Stretch
that is creepy.
Oh! Poor Rory.
If I didn't know any better, I would swear Moffat wrote these episodes.
Yeah.
I'm checking now because I'm actually
I know he didn't write these, Moffat didn't. I'm just saying the style of them screams Moffat.
Yeah.
Right, who's eating?
Me.
What you eating? Because it sounds crunchy.
So caramel.
Oh.
I made a caramel, like a runny, creamy caramel. I've got it in my fridge.
Yeah.
It's the best caramel ever. It's amazing. So good.
Gaiman wrote them again.
Fun to make.
So Gaiman wrote the Doctor's wife, and he wrote
these. Did Gaiman write this?
Wow.
I swear it wasn't Gaiman.
Well,
Matthew Graham I've got here.
Who, PD?
Matthew Graham I've got here.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm sure it wasn't great.
All right. Hold on now. Yeah, Chris says Gaiman, but
Matthew Graham wrote these.
Gaiman only did one.
Well, no, he did two, and the second one got butchered by the BBC, apparently. Nightmare?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Matthew Graham.
Yeah, he writes for kind of for public TV. Oh, he wrote Ash to Ashes. That's why the guy from Ash to Ashes is in it.
It's all good, but they do kind of have a game and kind of feel to them, so I can understand why you said that.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be a few guest appearances from Life on Mars and Ash to Ashes in this one.
Yeah, this season's ratings fluctuate quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They start off. It starts off strong.
Yeah.
With 12 million viewers, right? That's the Christmas, the Christmas special. But then when it comes back, then it solid start.
Not Bonner's the Scottish guy.
8.86 million, and then but the second part 7.3. Then the third episode, The Curse of the Black Spot, just got under 8 million. The Doctor's Wife just under 8 million. So it stayed steady between average 7 million this season, but near the tail end of it, it really does because it was bad.
Lancaster.
Actually, I want to see where's Let's Kill Hitler.
I think it was having the mid-season hiatus that kind of killed it.
Yeah,
as
this
well.
is when they started messing around, wasn't it, with hiatuses?
Yeah.
Can't believe it. Night Terrors only got just over 7 million viewers. Night Terrors is one of the best episodes in the bloody season.
Yeah.
Look there. This is also what I quite like about the Doctor in these 2 episodes. He's been shifty, and you didn't see a lot of shiftiness with Matt's Doctor.
No.
So this is what's interesting. It's that old adage of the Doctor knows more, but he's not saying anything yet. And
That's
Amy's like, well, you know something. Why are you acting the way you are? Which is then I think played really nice in the second episode.
I think he figured it out right there because he kept looking at Amy for ages there. I think he's figured it out already.
But he knew something. Like I said, that's why he touched it at the beginning, because he knew it was something to do with Amy.
Unknown wants to know, do you want me to send you the Let's Kill Hitler prequel and animate scene for the next watch-along? What, is there a prequel to
there's 2 prequels, technically, to Let's Kill Hitler.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Right. Well, you mean you got your own that you've done? Is it unknown? Is that what you're saying?
They're on the DVD, and they're
on the DVD. Because I have the DVD, so have the box set. Yeah, we have them. I have them on the DVD.
Yeah, they put them on the DVD for us, so. Once you got the official discs, they're fine.
Yeah,
they're
I'm not actually watching this on an apparat, and I'm actually watching this on my DVD collection. So, someone was kind enough to send them all to me. Chuck, we still talk, like he just be on Facebook mostly, but my collection had been destroyed and stolen over the years, and he had a spare. He had spares, so he sent me all from season 1 to season 10. She looks freaky.
Yeah.
Zombie.
But yeah, she
looks like the Ring's mother. You know, the little girl out of the Ring. Looks like our mother. There's our mother there.
Yeah, and it's like you can see this is the whole theme of memories again. It's like this gang is trying to almost sort out in her head the memories.
I think we see that in the second part. I mean, with the Matt's Doctor.
Oh yeah, but like I think
you see him coming out with "Would you like a jelly baby?" and it's completely.
Oh, I adore that scene.
I mean, that was all the rage on I think Gallifrey base when it was aired, and I can remember watching that scene and thinking, "Oh yeah, there's a wee bit of." You can see the older Doctors are going to emerge.
There's more than one in that scene that emerges. I've got to say, the actress, she's good at this.
Yeah.
For Jennifer now, like you really feel for her.
Oh, she's stabilized now, though.
Yeah.
Well, she is until the next episode. Then she goes loco crazy.
No, it's not the official ones. The animated one was never released on DVD, says Unknown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can send it to us if you want. Yeah, actually, if it's never been released, why not?
You might want to move with your shoes.
I love the way he says, "What you do down there?"
Yeah. It's like you're talking to a pet almost, isn't it? Do you know,
Yeah.
like you say to your dog, like, how have you got yourself there?
Come on, sexy.
It's like a cat, isn't it? How'd you get out the window ledge out there again? What are you doing?
Yeah, but you see, this was very clever by the writer here because Matt's shoes are gone now, so he puts on the brown pair now.
Yeah.
And then midway through, then he does the switcheroo. Do you remember? But we don't know that it's the switcheroo. Very clever.
And what also I think is quite good with the gangers writing in general, like they don't go instantly like we have to kill them. You can really see them switching from wanting to work with the humans to wanting to kill them. It's a proper battle of almost their own will, like which side do they want to go with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you.
So it's a good thing Amy's not around, mate. You would have got slapped.
Oh no, tell me about it. Oh, someone's phone.
I haven't got any phone with me, so.
Not me.
Not me.
It's not mine.
Oh, stop. There we go.
It's nobody's.
I don't know. Maybe you've got a secret alien code coming through or something.
No, that sounded like basic telephone.
I'm on the internet, not the phone.
Kovarian again.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
I liked her on Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
Francis Barber.
Yeah.
By the way, you won't believe this. The executive producers on this episode were Stephen Moffat and Piers Wenger.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Piers had a lot to do with Matt Run, which is just, when you think about what he's allowed to happen now, it's like, how?
He wasn't full wanker then.
That's true.
He wasn't.
As opposed to a half wanker.
That was a good answer. I like it. An incoming text message from Noel's ganger. The message says #SheForForty.
You said that?
Chris Piers, I'm whacking that up. All on
yeah.
That's classic, man.
Yeah, she was in Polymorph, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I like the Red Dwarf version of these gangers. They come out of a printer. Print the crew.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Freaky dinky.
I say. It's all about the girth.
Yeah.
I do have wide feet. It's his hands as well.
It's how you use the shoes.
Yeah, that's it.
I brought you all together. Why'd you do that, Doctor? Gangbang!
Well, he's right.
So he's
Yeah.
the ganger. The ganger doctor.
No, the ganger's not been made yet.
Okay.
Oh, it's currently getting made. So this is still Doctor.
Oh, that's a big reveal.
Not mine.
Not mine.
Yeah,
I wonder if
he's
that's
just-
what you get. I wonder if that's what you get called if you do have sex with your own ganger. You get called a ganger banger.
Excellent.
Like Lister doing himself or whatever.
No, he just did 13th Doctor. Just did a Whittaker impression.
Why?
Once again, we have a crazy woman willing to kill everybody.
Yeah.
I can't get ganger banger out of my head now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, thanks for putting that thought in their heads there. He doesn't drink points. He drinks wine badly, but he doesn't drink points.
Oh, this is where it starts to go all wrong.
Yeah.
I know I told you to go screw yourself, but I didn't mean like this.
Doctor and the sanctity of life.
Yeah.
To destroy Gallifrey and whatever.
Oh, he was getting somewhere with Jenny, and then this
Yeah.
fucks it up for them all. But she does make amends. That's the thing. This is what I love about this story. They all mess up in some way or another, but there's redemption there for some characters.
Yeah.
You can see he's reluctant.
Oh, yeah.
Will we skip the recap or leave it in? I suppose we could leave it in. Actually, no, because I went in and did separate episodes. I didn't play all. So, yeah, I won't get a recap. So, yeah, we'll just go straight to the without a recap. Someone says, well, how can the timeless child be retconned? And I just simply wrote multiverse.
Yeah, they're in Pete's world.
That's it. That's all you have to do. Look, if you don't want to retcon, fine, but just fucking make it a multiverse then.
Yeah.
And don't touch your original Doctors, and we're fine.
Or just make it even easier. The Master lied.
Yeah, the Master lied, and it's all taking place in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won't do that.
Gallifrey wasn't destroyed. It was just the Master, faking everything. Somehow.
Exactly. You could do it that way as well. Yeah.
The whole thing's been 3 years of trial of a Time Lord.
The Master lies more than the Doctor does. So.
Yeah, but that's the thing. There are ways out of this without upsetting the other side that actually support this. Do you know what I mean? So you can do it.
I don't care about upsetting them or not. They've upset us plenty, so
I know,
but it's more that the BBC is going to have to try and please both. Let's be fair. So if they do it as it was the Master all along, he was a timeless child, or he lied, or he got played. It was Rassilon who put those fake memories into the Matrix.
Yeah.
Or like you said, multiverse, which is what they seem to weirdly be hinting towards. Apparently. I've seen some people say on Twitter. So
I think a multiverse is going to happen.
Yeah,
I think something like that's going to happen.
It's going to happen now. I'll tell you why, right? Because Chibnall has no original ideas. Do you remember when Loki was on? What were fans doing? What were Doctor Who fans doing? What were the people in Radio Times and all doing with their articles and all, saying this is the Doctor Who that we should have got? This is why he's going to do the multiverse now. This is his way out. He'll do the multiverse. I'm telling you.
That big squiggly portal thing was a gateway to a multiverse.
Yeah, he'll do a multiverse now. He will. He'll do the multiverse now because
Parallel Gallifrey.
Because he thinks because Loki was successful at doing that. I know there's many people out there that don't like Loki. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
But it was successful, so he'll look at that, man, and he steals ideas. Remember.
Yeah, well, it can't be the Prime Universe because we know what happens to the Cybermen in the Prime Universe. We saw it in Nightmare in Silver.
No, Tectayun's the original race.
Here's the Ganger.
Ganger Doctor.
Oh, this is mine decides to fuck up on me. Can I get a timestamp, please?
Well, we're at the end of the episode.
3 end credits.
We're at the end of the episode, so you can jump to the next one.
Okay.
Right, so I'm getting the next one ready. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm priming mine up.
That
is cut out the last second.
That cliffhanger at the end is one of my favorites. Right, I'm not watching the credits. I'm just going straight into this shit. Right. When you're already in the chat, folks, please press 1. Now, we'll make sure Lee is all right, because if it cut out at the end there, you having internet issues, Lee? Do you need to?
No, it's just this stupid site. No, I'm all right. All good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's previously?
No.
Yeah. Oh, we're not doing the previously then?
No, because I go straight. I don't know if this does. Oh, hold on. I better check and see. Does it do previously?
No, I think on the DVD.
It does do previously. Right, we'll do previously then. Previously. Okay, you're all right. I didn't think it did when I went into separate episodes, but it does. Right, previously. Right, that was my...
The video's doing well, by the way. It's 174 views on my channel.
Well, here, right,
on your channel.
You're not going to believe this, right? You're not going to believe this because we're literally neck and neck now. Mine's 176 views.
Yeah.
Except I have 39 likes and 1 dislike, but you've got all likes. There's no dislike on your one.
And 100 of those is Noel's views.
There's about
troll accounts.
Yeah, but just keep sharing. As I said, it doesn't matter. The more views both videos get, the better. That's the whole point. Getting people aware that it's out there. So yeah, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
So are we ready for countdown?
We are, Queen. Go for it. Knock yourself out.
5, 4,
3, Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
1, go.
Michael.
Previously on Doctor Who.
Previously, at Tottenham Central Castle. I'm the doctor. I'm in Rowie. Why are you looking like that? Don't touch the pipes, Rowie.
Lee, no, don't do that voice. That you'll get more Twitter people attacking you.
Oh.
For what?
You know why.
I don't get it, but
I don't get it either. All I'm just doing is just doing my own little narration of it. That's all. If I'm putting on a voice, I'm not trying to do an accent. I'm just putting on a voice. If they're
China might say, Boho, Tyson, Boho.
Yes, there we have to destroy them there now.
no comprendo.
It's time to go to war. Oh, look at us walking real slow there in slow motion. Oh, I see someone in the wall. Yes, here I am. Look at my face. I've got a trustworthy face.
Matt without
Oh, you're a
makeup.
ganger now, father.
Ganger banger.
You're a ganger banger, father. Father Ted the ganger banger.
Right, but answer me this question because I am confused, right? So this is flesh, yeah?
Yeah.
Right? So explain to me why they have claws and the doctor came out with a watch on his wrist and all. Like, can you explain that?
Well, it replicates clothes. That was part of the dialogue in the first episode.
Yeah.
It replicates your clothes, your skin, your memories, everything. So if it can replicate clothes, it could probably do jewelry.
Right. Yeah, it kind of doesn't make sense, but right.
Yeah.
It's pretty convenient, though.
It's like
it is, isn't it? You know, it's not coming out of it.
God, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's at least you're not coming out of it naked, I suppose, yeah.
Tennant's doctor as well.
And there we go now. We got the TARDIS going through the time vortex. There you go, getting hit by lightning there. Does a little spin thing there. There you go. Look, there you go. And here goes Matt Smith's name pops up onto the screen.
It's like a racing commentary.
I was going to say, it's more like a football commentary.
Oh, there we go. The DW that I didn't like, and Doctor Who and the BBC logo there, and the TARDIS moves along. And now
that's what we got now.
And we've got the Almost People by Matthew Graham.
Okay, no.
Still's not as good as Lee's.
Oh, you mean the titles? I thought you meant the Oh, you're right. You're right. I agree with you. Liz is better. I never liked Matt Smith's one anyway. I didn't like the movie either.
Time Storm. I didn't like Time Storm.
But I assume that the ganger replicates everything, absolutely everything, including the memories of the. You know, it's just to make it so convincing. You know, it's an intelligent life form.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. It's more the link, isn't it? They said because that's why they sort of plugged in. That's what helps get the memories, sort of.
Oh God, it's gone again.
It's just like any single Time Lord cell can create a Time Lord or something like that.
Try the Viagra, Lee. It might come back.
What's the timestamp, please?
3 minutes, 30 seconds.
3 minutes, 30 seconds. Right, where are we up to now?
3:38 now.
Right,
both doctors are just like.
Tell me when we're at 4. Tell me when we're at 4.
Matt's quite good when he's doing his doppelgangers there.
Yeah.
We're at 4 yet? 4 minutes?
A couple seconds away, Lee. And now we're on 4.
Right, marvelous.
One thing I didn't like though is the writer. He's changed our hairstyle slightly so we could know the difference between the two. But I think we should have kept the hair the same way for both of them. Because we'd already got the shoes. One was wearing brown and one was wearing the black shoes anyway. Yeah. So we didn't need them to change their hairstyles, really.
Yeah, but like watching it, you don't notice the hair.
I did when you were
to be fair, you don't. When they're side by side, but when in later scenes they're moving around and they're sort of not so blatantly next to each other, it doesn't really register.
The only thing I didn't get is when the Doctor Ganger died, why didn't Dr. Shoes turn to goo?
Right, I need another. Oh, this thing is.
What are you watching it on? Oh, you can't say.
I can't say.
Put in the private chat where you're watching
5
it.
minutes now.
Hold on. Yeah, that's no good because I need to refresh this bastard thing. Oh, good lord. I mean, come on, honestly.
Oh,
Play.
this is where Jenny finds
5,
out now what happens to the flesh, and that makes her more
15.
angry.
No, it's just not fucking playing now. It's just bullshit.
Oh, it's horrible what happens to them.
Right, are you watching it on this side in the private chat there? Are you watching it on this side?
Hold on a minute.
There.
Where's Rabbi when you need him?
No.
Right, well, watch it on that site. You'll get her there. Just type in Doctor Who, the classic, and New Who is there, and then just go into the season and the episodes there, and it'll play for you straight away. Use that site from now on, Lee. Seriously,
Well,
man.
the other one was all right. It's just...
But this one's very reliable.
Except if you're in the US.
Yeah, except if you're in the US. But Free Guy is on it right now. Everybody's slating that. It's actually funny, isn't it? So everybody's slating Free Guy. Yeah, it did well in the box office. Everybody is praising the Suicide Squad. Yeah, it flopped in the box office. I just don't get it anymore. It's like
We're just going to have our own opinions in future, I think.
that's what I said. Go and watch these things for yourselves. Don't even take my word for it.
I understand why Gary doesn't like certain things because he's really into the canon. He's used to read the comic books. He's
yeah, but you got to understand. But as I said, though,
it's a different universe.
Yeah, but and also, as I said, not everybody reads the comics. I'm sorry, but, you know, it has to appeal to a mainstream audience as well.
Yeah, you've got to realize MCU is like Star Trek 2009. It's not like Star Trek 1966. Slightly different universe.
So this is where he starts testing Amy out now.
Yeah, this is when the Doctor sort of wants to do the switch, and he's trying to see if she can tell who's the real Doctor.
I think, yeah, but not only that, it was for his own peace of mind to see how actual the Rebel flesh was. He was trying to like figure out, well, can they actually film me? You know, with this?
Oh yeah,
because
like. Can you send me the link there, Noel? Because I'm getting really knocked with this.
Right, I'll have to go with, yeah, no problem. Just give me a couple of minutes because I'm actually watching on my DVD, but I can get it up for you straight away, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, you're watching Vimeo?
Don't worry, man. I will sort you out.
Because it comes up with all the individual episodes, and I type in the episode, comes up with the error thing, and then, oh, God, it's just...
No problem. We'll sort you out now. Hold on now. Hold on.
Good Irish say.
I have to go and get the potatoes first, but like...
Oh, don't get stereotypical.
He's Irish. He can say the
I
stereotype.
can do whatever the heck I want, yeah, because I'm Irish. So if I want to slag me own people off, I will.
You got the famine over there.
No, you don't even go there. That was a horrible Irish accent. You don't even go there.
I'm sorry.
No. No, that's me one pet I hate, right? Is Americans and Canadians and people trying to do an Irish accent when they clearly can't do it.
Yeah, that's why you'll never
clearly
hear me do one. That's why you'll never hear me do one.
Stop distracting Noel.
Yeah, stop distracting me. Hold on.
He's only got 30 seconds to do it.
Lee, do you want me to go into the actual episode, send you the link to the episode, or will I just
the episode.
Right,
the episode. Yeah.
Right.
And that's the thing I'm having trouble with here.
Right.
Big oral.
Oh,
just waiting for it to load up now. But I have
had some crazy comments with an Irish friend of mine in my first job.
Okay, the internet is actually running very slow. What is going on?
Naturally.
We'll get you back up. Don't worry. But I don't know why it's taking this long. It never does.
Well, it's because it's me.
Yeah, I've noticed that when you ask me to get you something to go, always goes a bit wonky, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's me and the wonders of technology. That's why I tear my hair out making these things, because everything that can go wrong always does.
Server error, please. How is there server error?
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Bloody typical, that's all.
I'm telling you, man. There's a meteor heading to. Oh, NASA actually even announced there is a possibility that a meteor will impact us. Can't wait.
Yay.
Well, I'll be dead. Yeah, we
Then we'd
might,
all be
be
dead.
all dead actually because it's in 2082 when it happens. So most of us will probably, well, I suppose if we're like the Queen,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm gonna
we
say
might
She'll
get
still
to
be
see it.
there.
I don't want to die.
Mutant Queen. That's all right. You'll
I was
mutate.
watching. Here we go. Now here we go. Right, Lee. Finally, it happened to me.
Final lead.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll be finally if this goes on long.
Right, the almost people. There we go. Oh, I better not let this come true. No. Pause, you fucking. There you go. Don't do that to me. Right, Lee.
So by the time I get this, it'll be the end of the episode.
It won't. I'm sending it
You
to you
put it
now.
in a DM, yeah.
Calm your tits.
You've been giving him the link.
I am giving him the link. There you go. There you go, mate. It's in the chat there.
Right.
But that's easy. There's only
server error. Oh, for crying out! Bloody
just
hell.
refresh it. Just
keep refreshing.
Error 502.
Yeah, just keep
Refresh
refreshing.
it.
What's a 502?
Sounds like-
501 is the usual one, not found.
Oh, I know.
By the way,
okay.
answer to your question, PD, in the private
Oh, it
chat.
says season 1. It's playing
Yeah.
episode 1. Oh, for
Well, I
Well,
think it's
crying
you
out.
guys.
Well,
I
you can
see.
go down to it and find it.
Season 6, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, season
Yeah,
6.
see, 2011.
There we go.
No, that was a conversation I had with an Irish friend of mine when I was at my first job.
Well, we trained most of them, so like.
I know.
Timestamp, please.
12 minutes. Get it on 12 minutes.
12 minutes. Now.
No.
So for if you know Irish history,
Got
you
it,
know
thanks.
that
Yeah.
the likes of the terrorist cells that you have now, most of them were trained by you know who. I can't say it just in case
Yeah.
because we're not allowed to
Yeah.
talk about that sort of
No,
stuff.
I mean, I find history interesting, not scary.
I love history.
Truth
Yeah,
hurts,
same
so say it. That's my saying.
I love potatoes.
And you know what I love as well? I love when they find something that contradicts what we all know, and then they tell us what because there's always
Dinosaurs had feathers, yeah.
Yeah, they used to be chickens before they were dinosaurs.
You chickens.
yeah, but which came first, the chicken or the egg?
The mutant dinosaur.
Oh, Jesus, we've lost a lot of people in the second half of this episode. It must be fun.
Yeah.
Bit of commentary.
Yeah. Like, oh.
Good Friday Night Tights commentary.
See, I
But don't
think,
forget-
look at how Amy's talking, though. I think the bit of this is the Doctor trying to almost challenge her to say, like, you're so sure you know me,
Yeah.
and you're so quick to, like, disregard. I think there's a bit of personal stuff in this now, like, because Amy is being very dismissive.
Right.
Yeah,
So
it's
like
it's
him
again,
trying to
just
get-
to make sure.
Should we tell you on 14 minutes?
Yeah.
1340 coming up
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, give it 20 seconds.
Okay.
15 seconds. 10 seconds.
Yeah. No, it's all right. I'm good.
Now,
One with the eye patch. Blah blah blah.
so she's talking to the ganger here. but
14
Yeah,
minutes.
she's talking to
But
the
she
gang.
thinks
Thanks.
she's talking to the real Doctor, right? So that's
Yeah.
why he has the face that he has right now, because
Yeah, that's why he's
yeah,
walking up
Because they've
the head.
already-
Why he's angry.
because they've already swapped shoes. Yeah.
Just throughout this episode, just think the one she's being dismissive to, that's the Doctor. The one she's being pally with is the ganger because she thinks it's the Doctor.
Yeah, exactly.
But then again, technically, she's a ganger as well, so.
But this is where he loses his shit with her now, isn't it? This is
Yeah.
where he gives out to her here,
Yeah.
isn't it? Don't tell me you're still having problems, are you, mate?
No, I'm all good.
All right, good. Sorry, man, I did actually send you that episode, but obviously that's the way it.
Yeah, I just went to the seasons. Never mind. I'm all.
Well, you have it now, but use that site from now on, pal.
Yeah.
Oh. See, he knows she's the ganger now. That's why he's doing that. He wouldn't do that to real Amy, I don't
Oh, he
think.
wouldn't, no.
He's
Plus,
pissed
if you
off at the
also-
gangers having a go at a ganger, yeah.
Plus, if you think, she's just said to him, "You're going to die." So that might be in the back of his head right now. And so he's probably thinking about death, and she's being so flippant.
Yeah. Exactly.
See, he's convinced her now. Oh my god, this is so clever, man. This is what I'm saying. These episodes are very underrated. You even look at the ratings that I got back then.
Yeah.
You know, but again, you are right.
Yeah.
Moffat messed up big time with this
Yeah.
season. He really did.
Yeah, I think what happened is he was doing too smart and it came out stupid, if you know what I mean. I said it in Rabbi's chat earlier.
I don't mean it in that way, though. I mean, he hampered himself. He hampered himself in this season as well because he split this one in two.
Yeah, that's it. It killed the momentum.
Yeah.
Plus, let's be fair. If you're going to do a big, I'm going to tell you the answer thing, it has to be a damn good answer. And most times just went, she's the daughter of Amy. And really? It just felt like it was such a big, like, oh, you're going to get your big reveal.
I thought it was a cop-out, man, that whole
thing. I thought at the time, and I probably will still next time. I'll see if I change my mind when we watch it.
I don't know, though. I knew it was coming, though. I just knew it was going to be something like that.
It wasn't that bad.
It was. There's a couple of things that he's done in his era that were bad. This was bad. The River Song being...
Who'd you want her to be?
And also the whole thing with Clara going into the Doctor's time stream and crap. That bothered me big time. Like, what made Clara so special over all the other companions that he ever had? Do you know what I mean? And that's the way.
But I was thinking that for years, and then it wasn't until we watched Heaven Sent again. I honestly believe now the reason he freaked out so badly, it wasn't precisely because of Clara. I really think it was the Doctor just having a breaking point of companions dying.
Yeah.
And that was kind of his repentance. That was his punishment, and he was willing. Yeah.
Because he'd lost so many at that point. It was just a complete moment of...
Oh, why he kept killing himself over and over again. Because, that actually makes sense. Again, Charlie, you always come up with something very interesting.
Yeah, even though there was a clear way out of just confessing.
Yeah, there's a big part of that episode where, if you think about it, is the Doctor sort of going over his life. And if you think about what does the Doctor say a lot with the companions, he sort of like says, I think, I don't know if it's in the God Complex, I watched that recently on this one, he goes, it's like giving a child a suitcase of sweets and expecting them not to take it. It's like, it's that thing that the Doctor knows, if he dangles the TARDIS and the adventure, they're all going to go with him, but he's literally almost signing their death warrant.
Yeah.
Because he wants to be adored, he wants the attention.
Yeah.
So I think with Capaldi's Doctor in that moment, it was just the utter break of, I don't want any more people dying on me, and why in this long life do I just keep having this happen to me?
Yeah.
It's a real shame, Shai didn't do your degree in psychology. You could write a book on the psychology of the 11th and 12th Doctor. That'd be really cool.
Which is funny, because I struggled so much with Peter first time when I was watching him. Maybe that's why I can understand him more nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, this is a test. He's like saying he's like saying, "Come on, you can go," and he's looking at Amy now to see what her reaction's going to be.
Yeah. It's a shame. Also, talking about the music, it's a shame because they use the music from the from Night Terrors instead of the actual suite.
Yeah.
They use the actual suite for this one in the next episode. It's weird. Rearrange the music.
See, I need you to trust him. This is the personal angle now with him. It's not just the fact that it's gangers. It's almost, I think a little bit of this is him seeing how much trust does Amy have in him.
Yeah.
And is he almost a bit blind?
But at this point, he knows he's beginning to kind of work out what is wrong with Amy.
Yeah.
How Rory didn't cop on there though. Why use my hands and yours?
My main criticism of these episodes is Rory, because it gets to a point where he's almost stupidly trusting.
Yeah.
And considering how much he's been through at this point, he should be a bit more
wary.
Yeah.
Wary.
It just comes across a little bit like
I think you've just hit the nail on the head why I couldn't stand Rory this season, because he was just a bit dopey, too dopey. And it's like, mate, you've just you've been the centurion, 100. It's like you shouldn't be that dumb. Yeah, you just hit the nail on the head. Thanks, for that, Charlotte.
No, it's my main criticism for these stories. I pretty much love a lot of the other things.
Rory the Roman should be bloody wise by now.
Although he hasn't really been anywhere. He's been standing around waiting for out. I mean, bored mind creates a boring person.
His mind should be more open, but it's like suddenly it's closed again. It's like, what? It's like, did he get his memory wiped in the Christmas Carol or something?
I think it would have been more understandable if he would have already have seen the reveal of the flesh and what they do to them.
Yeah.
Because then you could understand why he'd be so trusting, because that is awful. But he's not had that yet. So it's like, why are you... Because he's almost willing to sort of go against Amy and the Doctor. Well, not against them. But it's like he's willing to step out and sort of separate from them a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Yeah, I thought I'd at least put them in the acid.
Yeah, I thought the acid was there to recycle it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they'd have a recycling pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you've got to remember the way these people think. Everything's for utility, almost.
Yeah.
And the way they speak about the gangers, they would not think twice to leave it to rot, like they say.
Or just a resource.
Yeah, I said they're not a factory part. I think was the wording they used.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then Rory is a bit thick there because she actually says in the line, "Who are the real monsters now?" when they're talking about the gangers, right? How does he not cop on? Well, if she was human, she wouldn't be saying that. You know, that's all the way. Rory is in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, this is creepy. And it also gave me Girl in the Fireplace flashbacks.
Yeah. Yeah, using biological parts.
You just want to get a scraper and scrape them off, don't you?
No, I would just leg it past them. I wouldn't want to go near them.
Pretty big eyes.
Well, your eye is quite big.
Yeah.
I love this. Like, mate, don't just stand there, run. Like, typical Doctor Who thing of like just the person standing there wanting to die almost.
Yeah.
I guess he's petrified with fear. Ooh. Hello.
It's funny with Matt's eyes, they're always expression. Yeah. It's always the expressions. And...
Yeah. Granicus Ponicus.
It's like, mate, would you not click now? She's locked them in. Should you not be like looking at like asking her what she's doing?
She got strong, Rory.
Oh, that's why she's there, isn't it? Because she's got blood clot in her brain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, I almost pushed Matt back.
Rory's face was priceless there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew. He was like, God, I've just let them.
I love this scene.
This is why I've said I'd love Matt, because now he's getting bigger roles. I want him to play a villain, because I think he'd be so good at it.
Yeah.
I really think he'd be a really good creepy villain. And it would be brilliant to sort of break the stereotype a bit. Obviously, he had from who.
Yeah.
That's why when the rumours about him being in Star Wars were floating, I was like, oh, please let him be
they
like
cut
a
him out.
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, God, please
Supposed
let
to
him
be
be
the
like
Inquisitor, but they're like, oh, I don't know who the Inquisitor is. I said, give him a try.
But that's what, because that's the vibes I was getting from the rumours, that he was going to play a villain. And I was just like, yeah, please. I think that'd be really good for him.
The Inquisitor from Star Wars Rebels. It's going to be brilliant.
This is a good scene.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this scene is lovely.
It's his son.
It's got all the memories in there.
Yeah.
I always see Amy skulking about, looking at.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark Bonner. Good actor.
Really good actor.
Yeah.
Sort of an actor I wish he had a bigger part in the television Doctor Who. I know he does a lot of Big Finish.
Yeah.
I really would have loved him to have been a bigger role than just in this two-parter.
Yeah. Yeah, I finally use that suite. We reuse it in the end of next episode.
See, even with Moffat's era, there was still emotional punches.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. Like I said, I really love the payoff for the dad, because it's not like it's all of a sudden. Like, you see bits in the first episode of him talking about his son, and that the fact that they both share that memory. So when he basically says, you be a dad, it makes sense and you actually buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the Doctor was all about bringing people together, and it was he enjoyed the best of humanity. You know, it was the point of the Doctor being there. unlike what we've currently got.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good scene. Ah.
But it's that's what I love. It's the little attention to detail. Like we know that the kid did a dance when he was excited,
Yeah.
and as soon as he hears, "Oh, your dad's coming home today," he does the little dance. That's what I mean. It's attention to detail, I think, which is really good in this two-parter.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do think this is one hell adventurous two-parter. Yeah, I agree with that. And it's got a heck of a lot of ambition.
Yeah, it is a solid two. It does go on a tad little bit, but
yeah.
But you couldn't do this in one as a one-off episode.
No.
Yeah. I mean, the problem with this season as well is you had technically two two-parters in a row.
It's another base under siege.
Yeah.
Which works.
Yeah. Because then you go to the, Big Man goes to war and let's kill Hitler.
There's a good old TARDIS.
Hello, sexy.
Here's the reveal now with Amy.
Yeah.
I always liked that the you could see the interior of the TARDIS through the doors.
Yeah.
Mr. Smith.
No. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Because he was testing her all this time.
Yeah. I love this music. The suite is brilliant.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knows.
But
Toxic.
Yeah.
This is the big reveal at the end of this episode, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where Rory loses his shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I was a bit clueless at the time, but I didn't see this coming.
Yeah.
Oh, look, the doctor's healing her.
Oh yeah,
Where would that be
Yeah.
useful in the future?
Oh yeah, very useful.
And there he got some future stuff and saved her fucking life.
Yeah,
and Leon, see,
Yeah.
what does that? I'm socially awkward.
I know.
I forgot about
Could have
that.
saved
I
Gray.
forgot about that, and I was watching it today,
Yeah.
and literally the first thing that popped
Yeah.
into my head was,
Good luck with
"Oh
your cancer.
wow!
Yeah.
In a couple of regenerations, you're not going to be like that, Doctor."
Yeah.
No,
You're
you're
just
not.
gonna
You're
give a
going to
shit,
be-
aren't you?
You're going to be socially awkward. But, yeah, even though you have been socially awkward from day one.
Yeah, Matthew Powder. She probably is a
Yeah.
ganger. I mean, oh, look, she has a floppy face like a ganger.
I do really like that TARDIS exterior. I mean, it all lit up, the windows and the brightness and that, and the door, the police telephone lit up.
Yeah, shame the
Huh?
character options reproduction didn't do that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be just a good idea what Matthew Pounder just wrote? I put it up there on the screen. Wouldn't that be just deadly?
As I said, yeah.
Yeah.
She's got the face like one. She's got like floppy faces.
Oh, I love this music.
Yeah.
Because when he steps into the TARDIS now, the music comes in. It comes in a lot more. And then Rory's face. When you see Rory's face now.
Yeah.
See, Matt was all the best aspects of the Doctor. The Doctor is a healer; he heals people, he saves people, and that, and that's what makes the Doctor so important.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Doctor inspires, isn't it? That's another massive
Yes,
thing.
it inspires
Makes people want to be better. Like more than just physically, it's like it brings people. He brings people up.
Oh, this is it. Rory, poor Rory. Breaks Rory again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was there, yeah.
Here we go. Oh. Look at. Oh, you love the angry Matt Smith Doctor.
Yeah.
Well, because it's Amy. He knows somebody's got Amy.
Yeah, and he's fucked. He's fucking. That's it. I know.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And Rory trusts him enough to move away. This is what's great about this scene.
I mean, all the torment that Rory has suffered since day
You can see it in his eyes, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's really tortured, Rory. Very tortured.
Yeah.
He's been through a lot, but poor guy.
Yeah.
You know? She better be worth it, Rory. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ah, poor Rory. He breaks me.
There's Darth Vader's.
So much for no hanky panky in the TARDIS.
Yeah. Well, 2 humans is allowed.
Yeah, companions, it's slightly different.
Yeah.
That's
dark.
Continue.
Yes, I thought that was very dark, and I mean, I was intrigued to see what was going to happen next.
Yeah.
You know,
And
it was
then,
just the gap between it.
Well,
Until
A Good Man Goes to War is not a bad episode until it gets to the last part of the episode.
Yeah.
It's the reveal. It's literally the reveal that lets it all down.
That's it. Because the headless monks are deadly and all. The concept of them is deadly. The concept that there's an army out there that's, you know, set up the fight. It's all good, like they're under siege and all, but it's just that reveal right at the end.
Yeah, and there's a scene I adore where Matt says, "You're going to be remembered as Mr." Oh, what's he calling him? It's a general, and he's just laying into him, and it's
Runaway.
Yeah, Miss General Runaway.
And we also get to see the Doctor's cot in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how's it TARDIS blue, painted TARDIS blue in that? And it doesn't make sense, though.
Fan service. That's your answer.
Yeah.
Fan service, yeah.
That's it. That's all there is. Right, we'll get straight into it because there's a lot. Obviously, we discussed a lot during the story as well in this one because there was loads to get through in this. But we'll go around the panel and we'll start with you, Real Super Doctor.
I think it was a very complex tale of you had these clones and they were being produced by this kind of realistic flesh kind of thing and like that, and this kind of living fleshy kind of stuff, it kind of replicated people, and it was like kind of very much what it really was. Almost people in that, because they weren't complete people. But I find the story, it was a good pace, it was well paced, it was very adventurous, very exciting in that, and it did kind of drag on a wee bit, but yeah, I would give it a 9 out of 10.
Fantastic. That's actually very good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still good. Because Matt's performances are good.
Yeah, they are. Actually, Matt's double performance in this has to be commended, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because he really does play it well.
Yeah.
The angry side of him, and as I think Charlotte said earlier as well, the kind of what was it you said? The suspicious, was it?
The suspicious. It was testing Amy.
He's shifty as well, yeah.
Yeah.
He's shifty nature.
It was very shifty in it, and he was testing Amy right throughout it. You know, it's just, I would say it was kind of one of my favourites of the Matt Smith era.
Yeah.
PD?
Yeah, it was a very poignant two-parter. I mean, I quite enjoyed it. It was a little bit Hinchcliffe in a way, going back to kind of Frankensteinian kind of stories and expanding on them. I mean, it took me a long. I think the problem with it when I first saw it, I couldn't put all the pieces together.
Yeah,
it was a bit difficult. I think that's the biggest problem with this episode. Is a bit too much in it, if you know what I mean. Too many pieces. You've got to watch it about 5 or 6 times to get it. It's a bit like Prometheus. That's my only problem. But I give it an 8.
Fantastic. That's
brilliant
a good
episode. Brilliant episode, though. Good episode.
Yeah, we rate them as the one, if you know what I mean, because it's one story, but it is in 2 parts. So yeah, Lee.
Yeah, I was kind of thrown out of it because of all the playback errors and God knows what. But I mean, I did enjoy it the first time around. I think it's a much better story now looking at it again. I think it's got as PD Rich hearkened to, it does sort of have that classic Who sort of vibe. You can imagine, I don't know, like this story being something that would happen in the Pertwee or Tom Baker era, or even Davison, and it has that creepy element which I really like. I wasn't so keen on the facial features of the plastic people. It could have been an Auton story or a proto, like the origins of the Autons or something like that. But that could have been quite interesting. But yeah, it's interesting. It's obviously like a mid-season, because they split it in 2, didn't they? So they this is setting up the second half kind of thing. It's got a nice sort of, the typical sort of Moffat sort of mystery thing happening, which is always interesting to follow along. But the payoff is always like usually. But yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's all right. It's it has that classic feel, but it again, it's not one of my favorites. It's not one I rewatch.
Right. So what you give it?
7.5.
7.5 out of 10. No problem. Alpha.
Yeah, I give it. Whenever I first watched it, like I said, it was kind of confusing, and had to watch it a couple times to try to cop on to what was going on in the story. It has good acting. It has good performances from the supporting actors, and I think this two-parter is a good Arthur Dabble, good story for him to shine. I think he's good in these two parts. And I'm gonna give overall probably like an 8 out of 10 for this.
Fantastic, Charlotte.
Yeah, no, watching this again, I remember liking it, but I forgot how good this was actually watching it again. Because like I said, it's doing quite a few, like you sort of said, it's based on The Siege. We've had plenty of those. It's Frankenstein. It's sort of the life and what's sacred, and the sort of the Doctor once again trying to sort of fight for any life that he can, and saying there's no life's better than another.
Yeah.
And it is also him talking about humanity and what makes humanity special. So it's a lot of themes and things we've seen done quite a few times in this show, but I think the writer for this just really makes it seem fresh. I think that's what's impressive about it. You sort of don't feel like, oh, we're here again, or we're doing this story again. And I do think a lot of that is to do with the sort of how the gangers are written. They go from being against the humans to wanting to work with them to back to being against them. It's very interesting to see them have that process, and to sort of see the humans also along the way change their minds a lot, with the ultimate sort of ending being that the humans accept the gangers and even let the gangers, like with the father, he knows he's dying and he's willing to let one basically take his place as his son's father, which is a massive thing if you think about it. So it really is sort of saying that humanity can learn as well. It can sort of not be so easy to considering at the beginning of the story, the flesh weren't things. They were just these bits of like factory parts. They weren't any rights. And by the end of the story, the humans are completely treating them like living beings. So I find that really interesting. And then on top, you've got the Doctor and Amy dynamic of the Doctor trying to trick her, trying to sort of play her almost. And it is always interesting when 11 does that, because it's not a trait you associate with him. So whenever they do play that, I think Matt, like I said, I've always thought Matt can play villains and can play sort of the more darker side very well. So when he's allowed to go full pelt, I always find it really captivating to watch. Because the only real gripe is the Rory aspect, so I'll probably give it a 9, just knock a point off for Rory and stuff. He was too trusting.
Yeah, I'm going to give it an 8. I think everybody has said everything that I wanted to say, but I will add what Charlotte did add to with the Amy and Doctor dynamic. I do love the way that the both doctors, the ganger and our Doctor, kind of played off each other and played off Amy to see who she trusts, and you got to see that then right at the end of the episode, which was, and you could see that the Doctor's face. He was gutted when she got it wrong, but yeah, I think this is an underrated gem. It's definitely it definitely deserves its 8 out of 10. Good stuff. It did drag on though. Did drag on, I have to say. Would it have worked as just a one-part story? No, I don't. I still don't think it would have worked as a one-part story. I think 2 parts are right. The first part seemed to flow a lot better than the second one. That's how I feel about it. The second one kind of dragged in some areas, but you know, you can kind of overlook that, to be quite honest.
Do you get the feeling that was supposed to be the season finale, the mid-season finale, but they had to draw it out for another episode?
Yeah.
They probably
weird
did,
feeling. Yeah, weird feeling about that one.
Yeah. Well, let's get to some scores in the chat. Lee Halford said an 8 for me. We got Matthew Pounder, 6 out of 10, far better than today's average episodes. Disaster Area gives it a 7 out of 10. Chris Persia gives it an 8 out of 10. And I don't think we have any more scores there. No, we don't. So, yeah, everybody is nearly on par with everybody this week with this story. Of course, we've got A Good Man Goes to War next week, and that'll probably cause a little bit of fluctuation in the scores.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting next week, actually, because you know there's genuinely, I think this episode is great right up until the reveal, and then when we get the reveal, then that's when, and that's the only part. But I wonder how it will affect me rating. To be honest, and it'll be interesting to see how it affects everybody else's rating as well, because the reveal is a bit of a cop out. I know some people have asked, well, who would I have liked it to be? Nobody really. It was just their child, you know, was taken from them. You know, you didn't have to make the child into what we do know now, River Song. They didn't need to do that, you know. But that was Moffat trying to add more to River Song's character and stuff like that. And to that point of view, you can kind of get it, but I don't like it. It was a cop out. So we'll see. We'll see what happens next week. But lads, right. We'll play the Sheen video again, but not yet. We'll play it at the end of the stream. But if you could do me a favor, share Lee's video on his channel. Use the hashtag
everywhere, all over the shop, all your social medias. Do it more than once.
That's it. That's it.
Annoy the shit out of everyone.
Well, then, listen, you can start first by plugging your channel. So go again. You can go and do it all again. So go on, go ahead.
You can find my channel, Aldred Audio Visual. That's AUDRED, and follow me on Twitwats at Being Problem, and hashtag Sheen for 14.
Fantastic. Alpha.
Yes, Alpha Omega on Twitter at Alpha Omega 55, and I like nothing new since yesterday's plugs. I am working on stuff. Lee and I, and maybe anybody else, are going to do some Farscape. And maybe Noel and Lee and some other people are going to do some Faulty Towers coming up.
Yeah, totally.
He's going to do some Farscape, Lee. Lee is going to do some Farscape.
Yeah, definitely. I love Farscape. It's great.
Let's go next to the Queen.
Yep, so on me and Daniel, we are back to our line of duty, and then he's doing his wrestling the week afterwards, which would be fun because we all love Sean, so Sean should hopefully guest with him. And like I said, I now am sort of semi-regular on Facebook, so give Dan a check out of his channel as well.
Fantastic. PD.
You can find me on Rabbi's channel, normally in the chat, wrenching. His Indiegogo campaign will be closing soon, hopefully. And he said if he gets 10 grand, he will give everybody all the perks. So go check him out.
Fantastic. Real Super Doctor.
I've got a YouTube channel under Real Super Doctor, and I've got a Twitter account under Real Super Doctor.
Fantastic. And you can find me here almost anytime. But I will be taking it, obviously. I normally used to take Mondays and Tuesdays off, but I'll be definitely taking tomorrow off because I have promised Cheryl that I will finally get around to the presses in the kitchen. Because that was our birthday present. She wanted me to clean out all the presses. So that's exactly what I'm doing tomorrow. So I'll be busy. But if that does pop up, I'm pretty sure I'll put a video up. But priority will be the kitchen tomorrow. So I won't be here tomorrow. But I will be very active, obviously, as much as I can on Twitter. to keep plugging the hashtag Shane for 14 and the videos. As we said, we're going to be throwing up the actual videos without the link on Twitter, and I'm going to throw it up on Facebook and everything, like in the Doctor Who site. I don't give a crap. Here, this is what you should have done. Yeah. So, but I will be back then, and then we'll have. Actually, we didn't pick a movie for Wednesday, so I might as well just pick one off the top of my head right now. Let me see.
Well, you could always carry on your Titanic thing.
No, I want to do a movie as well. I'll do both. Don't worry, we'll squeeze them in.
Would you want to do the James Cameron Titanic?
No, not watching that movie. No, not watching that movie ever
Just
again.
watch the second half.
No. Well, yes,
the world.
best part, yeah, but no, not doing that. No. Do you know what I'm gonna do? Because I've wanted to do it for a long time, and I don't think we done it. Yeah, I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure we didn't. So we will do Flight in the Navigator.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, great film.
So we'll do
First
Flight
CGI in a film, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, at the time, yeah. And it's got a very young, what's her face in it? What's her name? The one
I know her.
Jessica.
What's her face?
Jessica thingy. Jessica.
She's married to Matthew Broderick. Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica
Oh,
Parker.
Jessica Parker, yeah.
Yeah, she's in it. And she's
Horse
actually
face.
quite good in it. She's very good in it. But you know what boggled me about that movie was the different types of Coke that they have in America. Because in Ireland, I think it was the same in England. We just had normal Coke, and
Yeah.
I think Diet Coke came in the 90s or something. You already had Cherry Coke and Cherry Free and 7-Up Free and Cherry 7-Up and all
Vanilla
of this.
Coke.
Low calorie Pepsi.
Yeah, we had none of that. You even had Pepsi Blue. We didn't have Pepsi Blue, Pepsi Clear, or Coke Clear, wherever it's called. I don't know. But
Pepsi Max.
Yeah, Pepsi Max is my favorite Coke, but we won't go there. Right.
We don't even get the classic KFC in here anymore, in this country anymore.
Yeah.
We get the crispy and it's not as good.
Right, I'm going to get rid of the banner because for the simple reason is I'm going to play out with the Shane for 14 video. I'm not going to do the new Who one after this. I'll finish off with this one because
14.
it's only appropriate. But again, Lee, great job. Well done, man. And listen, I've seen getting notifications left, right, and center. People saying how they like us. So keep sharing, even though you like it. Keep sharing, share. Hashtag Shane for 14.
That's because it's freaking awesome. That's why.
Yeah, that's it. And as I said, nobody's forcing you, so don't be a mounhole, But you've nothing to lose. That's all I'll say. You've nothing to lose. Even if you think the show is dead, what have you to lose? You've absolutely nothing to lose whatsoever. So I'll plead with you again one last time. Well, if this doesn't actually get your juices flowing, I don't know what will. But hashtag Shane for 14. Right, say good night, panel.
Good night, panel.
Everybody.
Good night, panel. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Right.
Catching.
Oh, for God's sake. I knew that. Right, here we go. One last time on the channel. Listen,
Night,
everybody in
panel.
the chat as well. Good night. Stay safe, and mods, thanks very much. Looks like we had a quiet night tonight. So long may it continue, as they say. But thanks for everything. Here we go. Good night, folks.
Good night.